Hello, I'm Melanie, Beth, Curran, and tonight at Beautiful D's in Nashville, Tennessee, I will be singing for you Irish American folk songs. These songs have a lot of history and lore attached to them, which I will regale you with, but don't feel too, you can lock in, you can lock out, you can have the night you want. But there is going to be a train of history, and it's departing the station right now. Oh, joy came to my bosom as I reached Coven Cork. On board a white star liner, and I landed in New York. The houses were all jasper, and the streets were paved with gold. And the ladies in their splendor, so charming to behold. I'm thinking, never thinking, by night as well as day. I'm thinking, ever thinking of those green hills far away. I'm thinking of those mossy banks and the valleys down below. And my heart is in lovely air, and where the three-leaf shamrocks grow. Once I was disappointed when first I crossed the foam. There were 3 days' work laid out for me against every one at home. To be working for informers, I'd rather be hung and be listening to the jibing of a jibing foreign tongue. I'm thinking, never thinking, by night as well as day. I'm thinking, ever thinking of those green hills far away. I'm thinking of those mossy banks and the valleys down below. And my heart is in lovely air, and where the three-leaf shamrocks grow. And my heart is in lovely air, and where the three-leaf shamrocks grow. Thank you. That song comes from my diggings around in the weird archival sections of the internet. And speaking of the internet, I know there are people in the digital world that tune into the D's live streams. So if you're out there and you're online, you are loved, you are with us. We operate in a multi-dimensional reality that includes the network. So thank you for tuning in online as well. Okay, so this song comes from the Alan Lomax field recordings of like the 1930s, and it's a song from a place called Beaver Island in Michigan, where a lot of Irish immigrants came during the potato-related genocide in the 1840s, and they reconstituted an island off the coast of Donegal, County Donegal in Ireland. This island called Erin Moor, on a little island called Beaver Island in the wonderful state of Michigan. So in Michigan, on a little island, you had a wonderful little enclave of Donegal people who were recorded in the 1930s by Alan Lomax as he was making field recordings. I found this trove of recordings on the internet, and I thought, it's up to me. I have to bring these back and move them around the world and show them to people. So I'm showing them to you. This one's about a fisherman who's very sketchy. My boys, if you will listen, I'll sing to you a song. It is about a fisherman who lives here in our town. He is a noted fisherman, he lives here in our town. He is a well-known liar and his name is Yankee Brown. I'll sing till I write till I'm with a whack for Lorelei. This man was born in New York State. He told me one time that he came to Beaver Island in 1479. And then he went to fishing and followed up his trade. In the summertime he told me that he had his fortune made. I'll sing tiddly-eye, right tiddly-um with a whack for Lorelei. He had a boat he called the Matthew, and the truth to you I'll tell. Several times he has rebuilt it, and indeed he's done it well. He said he was bitten once down on Hog Island ground, and the Matthew, she lay over so far, she scooped in 3 trout. Oh, sing tiddly-eye, right tiddly-um with a whack for Lorelei. At first I didn't believe him, then he began to swear. He said he'd bring his young son with to prove the story there. He said he was bitten once down on Hog Island ground, and he swore he caught a whitefish that weighed 150 pounds. Oh, sing tiddly-eye, right tiddly-um with a whack for Lorelei. Oh, sing tiddly-eye, right tiddly-um with a whack for Lorelei. I didn't believe him, then he began to swear. He said he'd bring his young son with to prove the story there. He's living on the beaver and he's keeping still. The old man will never be at rest till he has old Yankee in Hill. Oh, sing tiddly-eye, right tiddly-um with a whack for Lorelei. Sing tiddly-eye, right tiddly-um with a whack for Lorelei. Oh, sing tiddly-eye, right tiddly-um with a whack for Lorelei. That's about not being, don't be a sketchy lying fisherman, people. Or else they'll get a song written about you that will be sung 100 years later by some random lady wearing 2 layers of denim and a very out-of-tune banjo. Okay, well, who's gone a long way for love? Who's gone a long way for love? I'm talking over water. I'm talking over state lines. If you have done this, who hasn't, then this song's for you. It was recorded on this legendary recording from Connemara of a family of Irish travelers called the Rainies. And this song, to me, is exemplary, a beautiful specimen of Irish-American music, because for some reason it just sounds like it should be like an Appalachian banjo tune. So I took the liberty of learning it and you know, again, transporting it around with me wherever I go. I'm Melanie, Beth, Curran. I come from New York City in a gloriously well-functioning 2005 Prius. Here's my bonny Irish boy. His name I love to mention, in Ireland he was born. It's true I loved him dearly, alas, for me he's gone. He's gone to America, he promised to send for me, but my vision, the bonny Irish boy's nowhere to be seen. So I'll pack up my Sunday clothes, in search of him I'll go. I'll travel all in America, all in the frost and snow. And when I'm tired and weary, I will lay down and cry, lamenting for the happy days I spent with my Irish boy. I paid my passage to New York, and on arriving there, to seek and find my Irish boy, I quickly did prepare. I searched New York and Providence and Boston all in vain, but the vision, my bonny Irish boy's nowhere to be seen. And when I'm dead and in my grave, there's one request I'll have. send my bones back to Ireland and lay them in the clay. They write it on my tombstone for all fair men to see, that she died quite broken-hearted for her bonny Irish boy.
Thank you. Yeah, she winds up with him. He comes right to her home, you know. Who knew miracles can happen once in a while? I don't need wings to help me fly. As the late, great Hannah Montana, now Miley Cyrus once said. Yep. Let's sing a song about a really, really overworked railroad section boss. If you're just joining us, this is Dee's Lounge. Online and three-dimensional. Every once in a while you hear a song that just captures your attention because it feels like maybe your great-grandpa heard it when he worked on the railroad. Such was the case for me when I heard this one. Jerry, go and oil that car. The strange scent that somebody who lived before I was born, but is responsible for my being here, maybe heard the song once themselves, or sung it. Come all you railroad section men and listen while I sing. It is of Larry O'Sullivan who never had a wreck, 'cause he worked every joiner up to the point with the tamp of the tamping bar, and jump ahead and send her back. Jerry, go and oil that car. November in the winter time and the ground all covered with snow. So put the hand car on the track and over the section go, with his big soldier coat buttoned up to his throat, all weathers. He got far, so Patty Mac, well, he walked that track, and Jerry going on that car. Now every Sunday morning into the gang you say, now boys prepare, and don't you swear the old lady goes to church today. I want every man to pump the best he can, 'cause the distance it is fair, and I want to get in ahead of number 10, so Jerry going all that car. Kind and good. You always had those section men go out and chop me wood and bring me water from the well and split my kindling fine. And any man that didn't lend a hand was Sullivan giving him his time. To the roadmaster, poor Larry, he did cry, and lay me up so I can see that old handcar before I die, and lay the spike ball on my chest and the gauge and the old claw bar. And as the boys are filling in my grave, and as the boys are filling in my grave, and as the boys are filling in my grave, oil that car. It's Jerry going oil that car. Thank you very much. That was Jerry going oil that car, a railroad song hit from probably the 30s or something. Pardon my absence, I dropped the pick somewhere. Thank God I found a bunch of them on the side. All right, so it's about to snow in Nashville, Tennessee, or so they say, which will render the land seamless, borderless, boundaryless, perhaps, which is exactly what the song is about, a lack of private property. This one I wrote. What can you say for the landed gentry? What can you say for the ones with the cash? What can you say for the real estate grifters, raising their rents, keeping sails in the black?
Oh, what can you say for the farms and plantations? What can you say for the company towns? Cutting up heaven into reservations. Did anyone bother to consult the ground? But I see the field as it glides by your shoulder. No lines to divide it or cut it in half. You can put a for sale sign on plants and on boulders, but rivers just babble and flowers they laugh. Rivers just babble and flowers they laugh. Offshore owners, what do you make of the bunkers and yachts? The hunger for better, it surely will kill us. Bombing the blameless and drawing up plots. But I see the field as it glides by your shoulder. No lines to divide it or cut it in half. You can put a for sale sign on plants and on boulders, but rivers just babble and flowers they laugh. Rivers just babble and flowers they laugh. Oh, what can you say for the castles and masters? What can you say for the pie in the sky? Take more than your share, there'll be questions to answer now and then later in the by and by. But I see the field as it glides by your shoulder. No lines to divide it or cut it in half. You can put a for sale sign on plants and on boulders, but rivers just babble and flowers they laugh. But I see the field as it glides by your shoulder. No lines to divide it or cut it in half. You can put a for sale sign on plants and on boulders, but rivers just babble and flowers they laugh. Oh, rivers just babble and flowers they laugh. Rivers just babble and flowers they laugh. Thank you so much. Here's another song coming from that deep Alan Lomax archive. Same island, different vibe of song. This one is called Don't Judge a Man by the Clothes That He Wears. Very nice message. If you like the songs that I'm talking about and the lore, I wrote a song book that's also like a history book, and on each page there's the lyrics of the song, and then on the other page there's the lore and the history behind it. So if you really need a I don't know, like a gift for your like Irish grandpa or something, this might be a nice gift. It's an Irish American songbook, and I've got zines available there. If you're listening online, the link to the digital store exists. Thank you for being a wonderful audience of people. It's really good to be with any human beings in this weird time of human history.
So here's a song called Don't Judge a Man by the Clothes That He Wears. Don't judge a man by the side of his clothing or heeding a life path that he may pursue. For you'll oftentimes admire a heart that needs clothing and fail to give honor where honor is due. Oh, give me a man as a friend or a neighbor who toils with the loom, the spade or the plow, and earns his diploma by manual labor and purchased his wealth by the sweat of his brow. Well, the bones may be hard and the fingers disjointed and the coat may be tattered, cheeks worn with care, but there's many's the true heart neath rags lies beaten, so you can't judge a man by the clothes that he wears. Oh, why should the broadcloth alone be respected and a man be despised because he is poor, when the angels in heaven have their limbs unprotected? You can't judge a man by the clothes that he wears. Can't do a good turn, don't do a bad one. Live and let live, make your motto for life. A kind word or action is chief as a bad one. The rent from your bosom, old feeling of strife. Let the man who has wealth help the starving and needing. Remember that this world is only a spell, and wealth it can purchase your life for a moment, when before he who judged not the coat but the man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Heartwarming song for you. I come from New York City, and in New York City there are a lot of characters. There's a small Irish language revival occurring in the hipsters and young people of, well, I don't know if you're when are you a hipster, when are you not a hipster, when are you just a young person? In young people in an urban environment. And one of the people who kind of nurtures this group of younger speakers is a man named Chris Byrne. He swims at Coney Island every day. He told me this. He swims at Coney Island every day, which is possibly hazardous, but he claims it is not nuclear. He wrote this song, and I'm gonna just sing it for you now. It's a great song, so I like to collect Irish American songs from the past, write them myself, and then collect them from people who are out and about today. So this one's by a guy named Chris Byrne who swims in Coney Island every day. There's a lot of love in the room tonight. We're here together and it feels just right. Fear's gone to hide and hatred lot of love in the room tonight. There's a lot of anger outside that door. Anger misguided in the fog of war. Lives on the margins can't take anymore. There's a lot of anger outside that door. But the room's alive with love tonight. There's a lot of love in the room tonight. There's a lot of hatred from the sky to the ground. It's breaking up, it's breaking down. Young ones switch over from the blue to the brown. There's a lot of anger from the sky to the ground. But there's a lot of love in the room tonight. We're here together and it feels just right. Fear's gone to hide and hatred to flight. There's a lot of love in the room tonight. There's a lot of love in the room tonight. That's that song. Thank you. This is sort of my first time in Nashville, Tennessee, except for once when I was like 17, and I remember I was going on a road trip from my island where I'm from, called Bainbridge Island. And I just had gotten out of high school, and I came to Nashville, Tennessee, and like immediately just like found some people to give me a beer and sat in the lawn of the motel in like a little kiddie swimming pool in August. And that was really all the memories I had. And now I'm here. Thank you so much. Okay, so this song's called Glen Swilly. Glen Swilly is the place that my Irish ancestors living relations and ancestors came from in Letterkenny, Donegal. So it's called Glen Swilly. And this is sort of a song from like the perspective of somebody parting ways with a young immigrant, bestowing upon them some tips and tricks for living in America without being a total... all I can think of is like dirty words. So fill in the blank without being mean. Never want for money far across the sea. Remember to tread gentle, don't take more than is owed you. Nothing comes for nothing in the land of the free. And when you see
oh, that house of the rising sun, and lie your head in the field of green. Remember me as the one who loved you best back in old Glenspilly. Take good care of this fine new leather satchel and say a prayer for your arrival at the shore. Lend your hands to the ones who come behind you. Never turn your back on the ones who've come before. And when you see, oh, that house of the rising sun, and lie your head in the field of green, remember me as the one who loved you best back in old Glenspilly. When you breathe that air, well, you're not the first to breathe it. And when you take that train, well, you're not the first to ride. Take your time with the pangs of bereavement. Glenspilly's not a place so easily left behind. When you see, oh, that house of the rising sun, and lie your head in the field of green, remember me as the one who loved you best back in old Glenspilly, back in old Glenspilly. And when you're old and gray and your poor bones grow brittle, and they lay you in the clay and mark you with a stone, I'll be there to meet you in the middle and guide you on your way as you take the long way home. And when you see, oh, that house of the rising sun, and lie your head in the field of green, remember me as the one who loved you best back in old Glenspilly, back in old Glenspilly, back in old Glenspilly. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. So my car broke down in North Carolina and prompted me to take a little detour last night to the Asheville area to stay with a friend. And it was intense, energetically, emotionally, to be going through that Western North Carolina area because it's just been hit so hard. Thank you so much. And you know, the style of banjo that I play, the kind of old-time clawhammer style, like the ballad singing, and the people I've learned this music from, like they're all kind of from there, you know, dating back a long way. So this song I wrote, but I kind of just in my heart, like I wrote it around the time of that flood. So in my heart, I kind of dedicated to those people of Western North Carolina and anybody undergoing severe weather trauma. It's intense, and it's emotional and powerful to see the way people help each other out. I love the planet. I do love the planet. It's a good planet. I think we can. I don't know if it's our job to take care of it. It's probably the people who are messing it up more than me and you. Insert environmental anti-capitalist rant here. Good things take time, good things take time. If I had my way, I'd make you mine. I'd run this train right to the gold mine. Good things take time, good things take time. I'm building slow, I'm building slow. I'm working on a building so I have somewhere to go. The road is rocky, the curves are blind. Good things take time, good things take time. Oh, nothing pays quite like restraint of tongue and pen, and so I'll wait and recall a few short lines. Good things take time, good things take time. I wonder where you are now. Can I get to you somehow? I wanna pluck you flowers from the vine. Good things take time, good things take time. Thank you. So I worship a ancient Irish pagan deity called Bridget, the goddess of the forge and poets, and also healing waters and wells. And sometimes we work together harmoniously, and other times she puts me through some trials. She's also a Catholic saint, so I like the way that she moves through those two worlds. Anyway, this song I wrote for her. Come all ye good people, the goddess design in all your sparkle and glory. Let no man usurp you, let no man define the limits of your bounty. Empress of the golden dawn, come and put your mantle on and sing to the the moonlight and dance through the day. No more to be tamed and scolded. Come all you good people in the shadows of shame. You're loved and your heart is loving. But the heart of the poet is tend to the flame. The words, they're rising and weaving. Empress of the golden dawn, come and put your mantle on and sing to the moonlight and dance through the day. No more to be tamed and scolded. Come all you good people who know her by name and sparkle the waters healing. Let the heart of the poet is tend to the flame. The words, they are rising and weaving. Empress of the golden dawn, come and put your mantle on and sing to the moonlight and dance through the day. No more to be tamed and scolded. All you good people in the shadows of shame, you're loved and your heart is love. And lay down your burden by her sparkling flame. The fire is warm and golden. Empress of the golden dawn, come and put your mantle on and sing to the moonlight and dance through the day. No more to be tamed and scolded. No more to be tamed and scolded. No more to be tamed and scolded. Thank you. My name is Melanie, and it's my first, as I explained, first time in Nashville, Tennessee. Never been here before. Glad to have brought the snow with me on my way today. Hopefully, we all stay warm tonight and get in no car crashes. Never misplaced so many picks in one night. Okay. This one is a song that I wrote after spending a good amount of time in meditation and getting a word whispered in my ear from what felt like a disembodied voice. And it turned out it was an Irish phrase, Líri na sí. I don't speak Irish, so I was like doing a lot of Googling to figure this out. It was an Irish phrase, Líri na sí. It means calf herder of the fairies. So I had to write a song about this mysterious lady. charm all the boys of the Bayside. I'd wink my eyes and they burden to fly to wrong. I'm no stranger to right. I know some and I don't regret a thing. Where are you now, little gopher of the springtime? Feeling my clothes I had laid up to mend. When I'm gone and at my grave you are standing, tears they will fall and flowers will bloom. Oh, little gopher of the springtime, darting between light and shadow, and I don't regret anything, and I don't regret a thing, and I don't regret a thing. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so sweet to be even with an intimate group of people. It just feels calm. Feels so calm in a few day experience of a lot of different storms, driven through a lot of rain. So I'm glad to be with you here right now. Okay, I just wrote this one. It's about like a second Boston Tea Party. So I'm just gonna try to do it here, and I might mess it up. But you know, it's a song like any other. And if you're online, thank you for being on the net with us today. The World Wide Web is a magical place, but it's also full of trickery and chicanery. Anyway, let's see how this song goes. Hey, little billionaire, how do you start your day? Do you roll around with all your dough like lovers in the hay? Do you wash your face with liquid gold or get on your knees and pray to the ancient scenes of kings and queens I thought we'd done away with the monarchy? Say, wasn't that the point of little Paul Revere's The British Are Coming boys? Oh, it's getting kind of lonely up there at the top. You're looking real precarious. They get you with one pop. Oh, hey, little billionaire, how's your afternoon? You'll kick back in your easy chair and plan to mind the moon. Or do you take a small siesta and plot your evil schemes like mining little children for the meaning of their dreams? All the British, they are coming, but the British, they have stayed. They're walking here among us, waving big American flags. Getting kinda lonely up there at the top. You're looking real precarious, they get you with one pop. Oh, hey, a little billionaire, what do you do in the night? Do you head to bed with all your bread, or just turn off the light, or do you make some kind of tally and count up all your stuff? Don't you know the saying goes, absolute power corrupts? Well, I sure do like my coffee and I sure do like my tea, but I like the sound of saleable goods as they're thrown into the sea. Oh, it's getting kinda lonely up there at the top. You're looking real precarious. They get you with one pop. They get you with one pop. They get you with one pop. I don't condone killing. It's a funny joke. It's a joke. On a cold winter's night, as the tempest was snarling, the snow-covered cabin and sty, Barney went over the hills to his darling and tapped at the window where Kathleen did lie. And a cushla said he, "Are you asleep or awakened? The night's bitter cold and my coat it is thin, and the storm it is brewing and the frost it is aching. All Kathleen Mulvarney, won't you let me in?" Hey, Cushla, said she, as she spoke through the window, "And would you be taking me out of my bed? For to come at this hour is a shame, is a sin too, is whiskey, not love, got into your head. If your heart it was true, my fame, you'd be tender, and consider the time, and there's nobody in. What has a poor girl but her name to defend her? Oh, Barney, my Barney, won't you let me in?" Hey, Cushla, said he, "'tis your heart as a fountain. I'd weep for the wrongs I might lay at your door. Your name is more pure than the snow on the mountain, and Barney would die to preserve us this pure. I'll go to my cot, though the winter winds face me. Whistle aloud, for I am happy within. and the name of my Kathleen shall comfort and bless me. Oh, Barney, my Barney, I won't let you in. Oh, Barney, my Barney, I won't let you in. Oh, Barney, my Barney, I won't let you in. Oh, Barney, my Barney, I won't let you in. Thank you. Thank you. How pleasant in winter to sit by the hearth, listening to the barks and the howls of a dog, or in summer to wander the wide valleys through and pluck the wildflowers in the May morning dew. Oh, summer is coming. Oh, summer is here. With the leaves on the trees and the skies blue and clear, and the songbirds, they are singing their fond notes so true, and the flowers, they are winging in the May morning dew. Oh, the house I was reared in is but a stone on the stone, and all round the garden the weeds, they have grown, and the birds were singing their fond notes so true, like the red rose they have withered in the May morning dew. God be with the old folks who are now dead and gone, and likewise my brothers, dear Dennis and John, they drift through the heather, the wild hair to pursue, and their joys, they are mingled in the May morning dew, and their joys, they are mingled in the May morning dew. Thank you.
That sounds good. Oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm just playing tunes to play tunes at this point. So, yeah. Okay, sounds good. Is it snowing?
I sat me in a valley green. I sat me with my true love. My sad horse drove the two between the old love and the new love. The old for her, the new that made me think I loved them dearly. When soft the wind blew down the glen and shook the golden barley. Well, said I kissed away her tears, my fond arms round her flinging, a foaming shot burst in our ears, from out the wildwood ringing, a bullet pierced my true love's side. In life's spring so early, and on the breast in blood she died, while the soft wind shake the barley. Well, blood for blood without remorse, I shed at old Lard Hollow, and lay my true love's clay cold corpse, where I fell soon may follow, round a grave of wonder drear, new night and morning early, with breaking heart whenever I hear the wind that shakes the barley. with breaking heart whenever I hear the wind that shakes the barley. Thanks. All right, I'm gonna play one more song for you. My name has been Melanie Curran. It will continue to be. This song is another song that I wrote that I'm working it out, kind of. First I came to this land, they butchered and slashed my name. And I learned to relax when the wages they came. Though my hands were worked to the bone, I had food enough to eat. Though I searched and searched, I never found that gold in the street. My boys, that gold in the street. First I worked on that line, my back, how it hung. And though the needlework was fine, my soul was entirely spent. Let the river spin the wheel around, and though I've shoes on my feet, I searched and searched, but never found that gold in the street. My boys, that gold in the street. I wonder, will there ever come a day? And I wonder, will there ever come a night where the bells are all paid and the light in your eyes shines bright as your eyes when they are tearing my heart from my soul? They will go. That's the end there.
Thank you. That was that one's first time in a public space, so I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.